Okie dokie, amigos. Now that we have studied all those desert animals and their characteristics in Pebble Go, it's time for us to get started in the journal. Our instructions tell us to watch this teacher video to illustrate and label the physical characteristics of an elf owl. Say that animal's name with me, please. Elf owl. Do you remember that elf owl? Don't worry, I have a picture to remind you. I'll also show you here, Pebble Go. This was the elf owl page, remember? Yes, we do. I kept the same picture from Pebble Go here for us to look at. We'll all look right here and illustrate the same owl together in our journal. Later on, you'll have time to pick your own animal that you want. But today, we're all working together on what's the name of this bird? Elf owl. Woo-hoo. Grab your pencils, please. Grab your journals, please. Find a new clean page, just like me. Like we always do, we begin with today's date. Up top, it's time to put a 4 for April. 30. April's almost over. And 2021 for the year. Now we're going to use all this white space to draw this elf owl. And he's hiding in a shelter. What's he inside of? Cactus. So look at those details, those eyes, those eyebrows. It's not an art contest. We want to see the best owl that you can do. Just try your hardest. Remember, the color details will help. So start with your pencil. Lots of stripes, spots, and his feathers. And he kind of, I think, has his wings tucked into the side. I know he has those claws like that roadrunner we saw in the video. Mine looks a little silly. But we add some color and it'll help it out. I want yellow details on the eyeballs and lots of brown and black colored feathers. I'll have time to show more color details a little later. And he is in that green cactus. He's made on a little hole. Everybody, all you need right now is just kind of a quick drawing. You'll come back and have your time to zoom on this photo and add more details later. Let's go start our characteristics. What does this owl have on its body that helps it to survive in the desert? Remember, check out my girl. She's over in the desert and she said, oh, it's hot. It's dry. How does that owl survive in such a hot? How does that owl survive in the desert? It's very hot. It's very dry. Not a lot of food. Not a lot of water. Do you remember what he has on his body? I have some notes in this yellow box to help us add labels. Say them with me, please. Our first label is eyes. Say that. Eyes. His eyes are big and yellow, so he can hunt at night. His next characteristic is his talons. Say talons. Yee! Helped him to hunt and grab food. His next characteristic are his feathers. Say feathers. Feathers are covering his body and helping him camouflage. Next characteristic, wings. Now, what do wings help him to do? Fly, yeah, and escape. Last one is nest in cactus. Where does he build his nest? In the cactus. Bravo. These are the 5 characteristics we're going to label on our elf owl. You've got your pencil ready? We need to go add labels. I'm going to move over so you can see my paper. And my first label is elf owl. That's him. Let's label our animal up top by our date. Elf, finger space, owl. O-W-L, says elf owl. And you can point to him. That's him. He's the elf owl. The first thing we're going to label on him are his eyes. Find those eyes. Let's point to them. And then let's label with the word E-Y-E-S. Eyes. After eyes, the next word is talons. Say it, repeat it, write it, and point to where are his talons. On his feet. Talons. Talons. Next, we're labeling his feathers. Find a spot where you will have some feather details and point, label, and write feathers. Feathers. After feathers, we have wings. I pointed feathers on that side, so I'll point to this side of the wing. Arrow, w-e-n-g, wing. Last one is nest in cactus. We drew the details. Now I can point to the cactus and add the last label. Nest in cactus. Everyone has to have these 5 labels. Check them while you read them with me. Elf owl, put your finger. Got it. Wing, put your finger. Got it. Talons, point to it. Got it. Feathers, where are they? Got it. Eyes, do you have those? Label. Last one, nest in cactus. You pointed to it? Bravo, bravo. You have all your labels, date, title. It's time for the color. Take your time. Show me details. Where's that hot, hot sun? The dry, dry land. But make sure I can still see your labels. When you are done and you're proud of your colorful owl and its habitat in the desert, take a picture, turn it into Google Classroom. I'll see you tomorrow to study a new habitat. Adios!